Hi everybody, my name is Angelica. I'm one of the students in Bryce's coaching program, and today I wanted to share with you guys my experience of how I managed to get a client from doing a free presentation at a college campus. So keep watching to learn more of how I achieved this. Alright, so first off, I want to preface this by just letting you guys know the situation that happened to where I actually ended up going to a college campus and giving a presentation. So a few months ago, per Price's instruction on how to reach out to people, I had reached out to someone and they just happened to be at the Tennessee Small Business Development Center, and that is at the college campus here in Cleveland, Tennessee. And she takes care of a lot of the small business development. And she had talked with me about, like, you should honestly give, like, a presentation or something. And I had never thought about doing anything like that. I was like, I don't know, like, pretty much doing a YouTube video should be good enough, right? I doubt, like, if people have questions, they'll actually want to go to someplace in person. She's like, no, seriously, I think, if you're actually interested in doing something like that, we could set up a day and time that you could do something. So I thought about it and basically was thinking of, okay, what's something I could do? So I did a thing on 10 business tips or 10 financial tips to have a successful business. And it was basically small stuff like making sure that you have a personal and a business checking account, that you don't intertwine business with personal expenses, making sure that you have some kind of accounting process, making sure that you have some payroll process. Just basically like 10 tips, and I had like a little booklet that I printed off and everything. And back in August, I actually went and did that. She had something set up at the community center where pretty much like once a month or once a quarter, she has people come in to hear someone give a presentation. So, like I said, she had me come and give this performance. It was an hour-long presentation, and they had like a little conference room all set up and made sure that people registered in advance. So there was about a good like 10, maybe 12 people that showed up, which is really cool. And so I ended up doing that, and things turned out really well. And she's like, well, this turned out so good. Would you be open to doing another presentation of, how to manage QuickBooks? Because I know a lot of the clients we have here that are business owners, they struggle a lot with QuickBooks, and you might be able to have some tips for them. And so she's like, the only thing is it'd be about a month. And I was like, all right. So I ended up getting a QuickBooks thing together, and I'll show you guys what that consisted of right here. Okay, so this is pretty much what I use to create my presentation. So I actually used Google Slides. I created this based off of an older template that I had made for the 10 financial tips for a successful business. And then this one is obviously about QuickBooks tips. And the way that I actually went about finding this information was actually sitting down and thinking about what are some of the issues that my clients have with their QuickBooks? What are some features that my QuickBook or my clients use that QuickBooks offers that are really helpful? And then also I had looked up an article, a few articles of certain features that are really good for business owners to use. And then I kind of made it my own. And then I also on the side in a different tab had a QuickBooks sample company open. And as I was using the sample company, I was able to navigate through and kind of show them some of the features and certain items I was talking about and certain ways that they needed to do items within their QuickBooks to make it successful. Touched on some of the issues of like whenever you match a deposit to just an invoice and how that can create duplications and so on and so forth. So just kind of covering those basics. And then I had all this hooked up on an HDMI cable to the large TV they had in the conference room so everybody could kind of follow along with me. And then I would have people ask me questions as I went along. But this is pretty much what the slideshow looked like. I had it set up just like this, and I could kind of scroll through each page. And then I kind of start off with an introduction about QuickBooks, the actual plans, the difference between QuickBooks Online versus self-employed, and then we actually started getting into the meat of it by talking about the features. And I'd go through each of these steps and show them through the QuickBooks sample and stop and ask if anybody had any questions. And I will say I had a ton of questions in here going through this, but this is pretty much how it went. And then at the end of it, I had it sitting here where it said, you can contact me for more information. And being that there was so much to cover, I ended up going over on time and wasn't able to introduce myself to as many people as I could. But basically, I got this image off of Canva, and pretty much just as I was creating this slide, all like the little pictures I used, I pretty much like looked up stuff on Google and then saved them to my computer and then posted them in this so that you could actually have like a visual representation. And then, like I said, I used the QuickBooks sample company to give more of a demonstration. But basically, my mother she was there and she was controlling the camera and zoomed in way too close to me. And so I'm sorry that you guys cannot see the actual, like, thing that I was displaying on the TV, because that would have been super helpful. But you'll be able to at least hear people asking questions and how I was able to resolve them. But yeah, this is pretty much how I got this together and how I was able to do it. And then I also have my other presentation that I'll share with you guys here for my 10 financial tips to be a successful business owner. It's kind of along the same lines. Basically, I created this template, uploaded some pictures, and then kind of went through all of these steps. And I printed all of this off and actually had it ready as a booklet for people to come in and be able to see. And I went over this as well. So it's super simple to be able to do something like this. You just got to find the right people that will allow you to do it, or you can do it on YouTube as well. So anyways, let's get back to the video. So once I actually had my theme together and I actually went down there to do it, the way that it all started was I kind of did a thing where I got to know some of my clients, the people that actually were there, and it was about 18 people that showed up, which was crazy. I hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, subscribe to Bryce, and also book a call with him if you were curious of how to get your bookkeeping business on a successful page, how to learn certain marketing strategies, and how to gain more clients. So thank you again so much, and I hope y'all enjoy the rest of your day. Thanks. Bye.